So Mike, how was the first weekend of Spring Showcase?
So it went pretty well. We certainly didn't have the best weather. Saturday it rained all day. Sunday it was kind of chilly, especially in the morning, and then it was really windy in the afternoon. That led all the way into Monday too. But we had some great events. We built a tree house, we built a stage, and we held some seminars and workshops.
I heard one seminar was actually pretty popular.
Yeah, it was our bonsai, brews and bubbly. We sold out a week in advance, I think. We had almost 80 people. It was super, super successful. Lots of people loved it.
I think you're supposed to be going on the news, aren't you?
Yeah, we're gonna do a Coast Live segment. It's a lot of fun. We, always take lots of, blooming plants and interesting stuff to kind of talk about and get people excited about the Spring Showcase.
I'm kind of wondering, what led you to be the on-camera talent for McDonald Garden Center?
Well, I don't know that I picked it necessarily, but I guess it picked me. I've always been a very good salesperson. I love working with our customers, and so they kind of just said, "Hey, Mike, would you do this interview on this news channel?" And then it led to actually a Christmas interview that we did about cut trees and live trees. That's kind of where it started off, and then I went into buying, and I ended up actually saying, "Hey, let's do more videos because I got to sell some really cool products, and I want to explain them a little bit more." And
is that where the Garden Guru came from?
That is, yeah. So me and Ashley from the marketing team teamed up on that one to certainly say, let's come up with an idea here of something trying to connect to our customers and stay in front of all of our customers and educate and make them successful. That's always been kind of my bread and butter is really helping customers and hopefully making them successful.
So I just talked to Mike, and he said he created the Garden Guru. I don't know if that's entirely true.
That is not true. That is false. The real story, the real tea about how Mike became Mike, that you all know, it goes all the way back to 2016, actually my first day of work. My first task was creating a direct mail piece. It was a newsletter sort of like informing our customers about what's going on for spring. It was my first day. I didn't know anything, really didn't know anything. And Mike, being the nice person that Mike actually is, offered to actually write a piece. When we credited him in that piece, I was like, "You're kind of like a guru, like a garden guru." He didn't seem upset by that term, so it did kind of stick. And quickly after that, we actually had to do a radio interview. I think it was on something to do with lawns. And again, I didn't know anything, so I was like, who can help? And they said that Mike was actually the person who was always on camera. And I'm like, hold the phone, wait a minute. So this guy knows everything and he's good on camera. I was like, hey, do you want to maybe do a couple of videos? And he said yes. And that just sort of spiraled into what you guys see now. Mike is great, but he didn't come up with the Garden Guru. Sorry, Mike.
So I just loaded up my truck full of blooming plants, house plants, annuals, perennials, trees and shrubs, deco, patio, garden supply. I try and put all of the departments in there that I possibly can because I'm going to do the Coast Live show tomorrow morning. So it's a lot of fun. It's a way to kind of promote events. We're in the Spring Showcase right now, so we've got a whole nother week and weekend to kind of cover for that. We do a lot of advertising different ways, social media, our website, emails, and of course we do live segments as well. And so News Channel 3 does the Coast Live show, and so it's a great time for us to kind of get out there and get in front of customers and kind of do something live with plants. And so I'll talk about all the deals, and it's just a great way to promote the showcase. So I'll pack up my car. I've just done that. I live in Newport News, so I'm gonna head back to Newport News, and then tomorrow morning I go straight to Norfolk because it's early in the morning, and I don't have a whole lot of time to stop by here, so I usually try and plan ahead as much as I can.
Can you believe spring is just 1 week away? In my head, it's already spring, but it's time to start thinking about gardening. And here to help with that is Mike Westfall from the McDonald Garden Center. Look, I feel like I'm one of those Disney princesses, and all of the birds are going to come landing on my shoulder.
Right.
It's so beautiful, Michael.
Spring is here, right?
All right, so Coast Live, how did that go?
It went pretty well. I always love doing those things. They're real fun, energetic. The news station supports us, and of course it draws in a lot of customers. So I think it went pretty well. I mean, we got to talk about the seminars that are upcoming. We got to talk about some deals, some great plants. It's spring, it's time to plant, so really promoted the Spring Showcase. So I think it went well.
Sweet. And Spring Showcase is still going on this weekend.
That's right. We've got a few more seminars. I've got one on seed starting. Eddie Anderson is doing one on fragrance in the garden. He's the founder of McDonald Garden
sweet.
Center. So that'll be pretty interesting.
What's happening next week?
I just learned about it. But no, we're doing Mulch Madnesses next week, which is one of my favorite events. It's something that I actually came up with when I was a buyer to really kind of promote mulch heavily. And marketing's come up with this great idea of doing Mulch Bros. Mm-hmm. So we've got some interesting ideas, and you'll get to see a little bit of behind the scenes on what it takes to film some of those fun videos.